Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this class. This is the third intermediate grade. Subject is English. Today is lesson 23. And the topic of this lesson is revision. So let's move on. Okay. Here are the aims or the objectives of this lesson. To practice and review about your progress with the teacher. To improve students' reading, speaking, listening, and writing skills. So let's move on. Here is the vocabulary exercise. Choose A, B, or C. So, Sarah, we are going to read this together now, and I want you to try to answer them, okay? Oops. So, are you ready? No problem. I was blank with my sister, so I didn't speak to her for a week. I was curious, annoyed, or deaf. Yes, annoyed. Okay, do you know the other words meanings? Curious, do you know the word curious? What does curious mean? Curious? Okay, I will tell you the meaning of the word curious. Curious means that you put your nose in things that aren't related to you. For example, where did you go? What did you eat? When did you go? Come on, don't be so curious, okay? So curious means that being very nosy about someone. Deaf is when you can't hear. When you can't hear, it means deaf. But annoyed is the perfect answer for this. So good job, Sarah. Thank you so much. And what about number 2? Samantha, blank Italian, Spanish, and English. Says, speaks, talks. Speaks. So Samantha speaks Italian, Spanish, and English. Don't you think that talks is the answer? What is the difference between talks and speaks? Okay, I would accept your answer, and we are going to check this in the next slide. Okay, let's blank the problem before we decide what to do. Apologize, communicate, and discuss. Good job. So your answer is C, discuss. Okay. About the word apologize, do you know the meaning of the word apologize? Apologize, feeling sorry about something, so you apologize. Yes, exactly. Communicate. Communicate even orally or written, for example. Okay, number 4. Jack hurt his blank while he was doing karate. Gesture, fist, or sign. Fist, gesture, or sign. So you chose the fist. Do you know the meaning of the word fist? Fist. So what does it mean, fist? Is it part of the body? Is it part of the body? Like, for example, like leg, foot, to box someone. Using the fist, you mean? Or boxing? Okay. Good job. Good answer. To box someone. To hit someone, okay? Okay. Number 5. Don't blank at that boy. It's not polite, you know. Don't watch, notice, or stare. What do you think the answer is, Sarah? Stare, see? What is the difference between watch and stare? Okay, do we watch TV or stare at TV? Do we watch or stare at TV? Okay. Are you trying to write something? Okay. Stare is to keep watching someone. Yes, you keep on your eyes on him. Good job, Sarah. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Number 6. I blank. What's wrong with Jenny? I imagine, think, wonder. What do you think the answer is? See, wonder. Wonder means that you don't know what happened, but you are really interested. Okay, let's check the answers. You did a great job, Sarah, by the way. Thank you so much. So, annoyed, yes, you have answered this correctly. Speaks, not talks. Very good. Discuss, fist, stare, and wonder. And here are stars next to each one, because you have answered all of them correctly. So, good job. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Let's move on. Reading. Sarah, you can't read, right? Okay, no problem. I will read it for you. Conversation. Okay, this is a conversation between Faris and Adil. I want you to listen carefully to the conversation. So, how long have you lived out here in the suburbs? Since I left home about 2 years ago. I wanted to have a place of my own. The apartment was a bit run down, so I had to renovate it. Well, you did a good job. It's really nice and cozy. I'm glad I moved into this neighborhood. It's quiet and safe, and I have really nice neighbors. Are there a lot of stores and green areas in the neighborhood? Definitely. There are parks and supermarkets and a mall. The only thing is that I spend a lot of time Okay, I will get back to this. Let's finish it and we are going to brief read it again. The only thing is that I spend a lot of time commuting to work, but you can't have it all. What's your place like? Do you know where the Rangers Stadium is? I live about 2 blocks away. I often can't find a place to park, and there is sometimes a lot of noise because of the games. Why don't you find another place and move out? Okay. I'm going to answer your question now, and then I will ask you some more questions. So here, Faris started the conversation saying, so how long have you lived out here? Out here means here, okay? In the suburbs. Do you know the meaning of the word suburbs? Suburbs mean like the side of the city. He is not living downtown. He is living out of the city, in the suburbs. Like, for example, if you are from Jeddah and familiar to Jeddah, suburbs like, for example, Dahban or somewhere not inside Jeddah. Or if you live in Riyadh, for example, like living in, I think, Huraymila or so on. Did you understand me, Sarah? Okay, sounds great. So suburbs mean like the edge or the end of the city. Okay. Like the countryside, suburb and countryside, they mean the same. Yeah, out of the town. I mean like at the end of the town, not inside. Okay. Since I left home. So here Adil used since. Since I left home. So this is an occasion happened, so he used since. About 2 years ago, I wanted to have a place of my own. What does it mean? It means that he wanted to have his own place. He doesn't want to live with someone else. Having my own place, for example, having my own phone, having my own car, or whatever. The apartment was a bit run down. Do you know the meaning of this sentence? The apartment was a bit run down. Okay, to make it easier for you. Does it mean that the apartment was in a great shape? Dirty? Yes, maybe dirty. Messy? Dirty? Untidy? Yes, good job. Good job. Good job. So I had to renovate it. What does renovate mean? Do you know? Renovate. Like, for example, I have got a very old couch, chair, and I have to change my mattress, for example. I have to buy a new drawers, sorry for that, new drawers. So renovating, yes, replace and make it as it was the first time, like when it was new. Renovate. Well, you did a good job. It's really nice and cozy. What does cozy mean? Do you know the meaning of the word cozy? Cozy? Hi, welcome to our class. Cozy, do you know the meaning of the word cozy, Sarah or Tahani? The word cozy, what does cozy mean? Okay, I will tell you. Yes, comfortable, you know, we can use cozy for both comfortable and warm, not cold, okay? Warm and comfortable means warm as well. I'm not talking about the temperature here, but you feel warm about something, like comfortable. Very good. I'm glad I moved into this neighborhood. So is he happy or sad for that? Happy. Good job. It's quiet and safe. Quiet and safe. What is the opposite of the word quiet? Do you know? Noisy. Good job. And I have really nice neighbors. Are there a lot of stores and green areas in the neighborhood? I think this is easy. Definitely. Can you give me a synonym for the word definitely? Do you know the meaning of the word synonym in the beginning? Synonym? Of course, yes. Definitely. Of course. Sure. Okay. They all mean yes. A strong yes. And by the way, synonym means more than a word with the same meaning, like definitely and of course. Definitely, of course, and certainly. They are synonyms. Okay. There are parks and supermarkets and a mall. The only thing is that I spend a lot of time commuting. So what does commuting mean? This is a challenging word if you didn't have it before. It is very challenging. No doubt. The only thing is that I spend a lot of time, no doubt, to work. Do you mean like this? Going. Good job. Critical thinking, Sarah. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. I admire your English skills. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Muhammad. Okay. Commuting means traveling to work. I'm going to give you an example. For example, if you work downtown and you live in the suburbs, and you take the train, you don't drive your car, you use public transportation to work, it means you are commuting to work, okay? You are not using your own car. You are using public transportation. Did you understand me? Okay, no problem. But you can't have it all. It means that nothing is perfect. You still have like cons and pros. Okay, you know cons and pros? Okay, yes, good job. I was about to explain that on the chat. Anyway, what's your place like? Here he is asking him about his place. Do you know where the Rangers Stadium is? I live about 2 blocks away. And you know what does a block mean, right? Block is the piece of land surrounded with 4 streets. Okay, okay. About 2 blocks away. I often can't find a place to park. So this is one of the cons, okay? Disadvantages. He can't find a place to park his car. And there is sometimes a lot of noise because of the game. Why don't you find another place and move out? Is that okay? Did you understand all the words you wanted to know? Okay, good job. So let's move on. Okay. After reading about the conversation, is Adil's neighborhood dangerous? No, it is not. And you always must answer with yes or no, with is, are, was, were, am, do, does, did, would, should, could, may, will, and so on, and can as well, okay? Do you want me to repeat them, or you know them all? Okay, I will repeat them again. Am, is, are, was, were, should, could, would, may, shall, what else, can, and so on. Anyway, what did he do to his apartment? Can you answer this question? What did he do to his apartment? He renovated it. Good job. Good job. Hi, welcome to the class. Amatullah. Welcome. So, where does Faris live? Where does Faris live? What do you think? He lives in okay. Does he live in the suburbs or close to the stadium, the Rangers Stadium? So who is Faris? Suburbs. Okay, let's check the answers here. Okay. No, he is a nice. He is a nice neighborhood. No, it is a nice neighborhood. Okay, so no, it is not he is. And you know that. Number 2, he renovates it. He renovated it. He lives 2 blocks away from Ranger Stadium, and I'm going to go back just to make you sure about this. Okay, Faris. Do you know where the Ranger Stadium is? I live about 2 blocks away. Okay, Sarah? Okay, so this is the grammar for today. Fill in the correct comparatives and superlatives. You know comparative and superlatives, Sarah and Amatullah? Do you know? Comparatives and superlatives. Okay, we are going to check out both of them now. So here is a map, I think. This is a map. Streets, trash cans, something dirty, and one is tidy and clean. Okay. Lake Street. Where is Lake Street? This is Lake Street, okay? Lake Street is blank than High Street. Long, this is High Street and this is Lake Street, okay? So longer. Lake Street is longer than High Street. Okay, good job. Good job. Good job. So why did you choose longer? Why didn't you say more long? Do you know? Do you know? I know the answer is longer. I know. It is correct. But why you didn't say, for example, more long instead? It would not make sense. Okay. But how would you know if, for example, you have got another adjective and you don't know if you add ER to the end of this adjective or you add more? How would you know? It's just not said that way. Yeah, I agree with you. So, for example, you haven't heard about this adjective and you want to compare 2 objects using this adjective. So how would you decide whether if you add ER to the end of this adjective or add more before? Okay, you both understand English, mashallah, tabarakallah, pretty well, right? Say yes or no, because I'm going to explain something for you. Hello? Okay, sounds great, mashallah, tabarakallah, sounds great, very good. So, I want you to put your hand under your chin and pronounce the adjectives I'm going to give you. For example, under your chin, okay? Under your chin. When you say, for example, fascinating, you here can check that. Okay, good job. Now, as you can see that your chin goes down 3 times, it means that this word has 3 syllables. Do you know the word syllables? Like syllables? You can't hear me clearly? Do you mean I'm loud but not clear? Okay, is the voice loud? It is not loud? Oh, I think the connection, we are having connectivity problems. Okay, now just to explain this again, I asked you to put your hand under your chin and try to say words in English. For example, put your hand under your chin and say fascinating, beautiful. For example, high, small, big, short. If the word has one syllable, add ER to the end of this word to compare between two objects. If your chin moves more than once, it means that it is a multisyllabic word, so we add more. Okay? So let's move on. High street is, okay, what is high street? This is high street. High street is the blank street. Short. So it's going to be the short is the shorter. Okay, we use, yes, shortest. Good job. If we are comparing between two objects, we use the comparative form. But when we are using the superlative, I mean, when we have more than two objects, we use the superlative form. It's okay, no worries. Number 3, Lake Street is blank than West Street, and the adjective is short. So Lake Street is shorter or more short? Shorter, yes. Okay. West Street is the blank. Long? Longest, yes. Among all the 3 streets. Thank you so much. So let's move on. Here are the answers. And yes, you have answered all of them correctly. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. So, okay, this is the listening exercise for today, and I want you to listen carefully. I'm going to play it now. I'm going to play the track. Yeah, you did a great job. You did a great job. Okay, I'm never gonna forget the stars for this exercise. So, let's go on and listen to this track.
2. Roundup. Communication. F. Complete the dialogue with the sentences A to E. Then listen and check your answers.
Do you want to visit the palace or the national park first?
Either. I've heard that they're both impressive.
You know what? Let's go to the palace first. We can walk there.
OK. How far is it?
About 40 minutes on foot.
What? Are you serious?
Hey, don't worry. If we walk, we'll really see the city. We'll see places that this travel book doesn't mention.
Forget it. I'm not walking for 40 minutes.
Okay, so I'm going to repeat this track again, but I want you to focus. You correct me, okay? I will say this word twice, number 1 and number 2. If I'm committing a mistake, I want you to say which one is correct. Either or either. Either, is either correct? Either. Either. Either is not correct. Either is correct. Either. Either is the correct form. Okay. Actually, they are both correct. Either in American English and either in British English. So let's listen to this again.
2. Roundup. Communication. F. Complete the dialogue with the sentences A to E. Then listen and check your answers.
Do you want to visit the palace or the national park first?
Either. I've heard that they're both impressive.
You know what? Let's go to the palace first. We can walk there.
OK. How far is it?
About 40 minutes on foot.
What? Are you serious?
Hey, don't worry. If we walk, we'll really see the city. We'll see places that this travel book doesn't mention.
Forget it. I'm not walking for 40 minutes.
Okay, this was a bit easy. I think you have got the answers. What do you think of number 1? D, you think? Okay. What about number 2? They do. Because it is a British textbook, curriculum. Hey, welcome Mahmoud. How are you today? Hi. Okay. What about number 3? What do you think the answer is? E? What? Are you serious? Yes, you're right there. Okay. Hey, don't worry. What about number 4? Number 4. E as well? Number 4. C. Forget it. A. If we walk, we will really see the city. Okay, so C, do you think C or A the answer? Sarah, you say 4, C, forget it. And last one would be C. Yes, last one would be C, yes. So A and C. Let's check the answers here. Yes, A and C. And you have got, you have nailed them, all of them. So here are your stars. You have answered all of them beautifully. Thank you so much for participating in this activity. And let's move on to the next exercise. This is the end. Thank you for reading, listening, and participating. Feel free to ask any questions. Hey guys, do you have any questions? Mahmoud, you actually joined the class very late, but you still have the opportunity to attend the next class. It will be at 6:15 this evening. Everyone else, you did a great job, and you are welcome also to attend the class at 6:15, inshallah, this evening.